Yo, for that song to be so old, and I know they re-released it. Well, they ain't re-released. They just re-uploaded it for their new joint album. What's it called? Step Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's a good song. They got real good chemistry on that joint. Shout out for Clico for mixing that too.
This is
You should told me he was
Steppers.
playing out through the shade.
This is Steppers off the Flea and Bundles album, Step Brothers.
Fire, bro.
If I
they went
you know, so,
That's crazy. Step Brothers, Steppers.
yeah, man, you know,
That was fire. That was fire.
I've been great for a week and a half.
Hey, yo,
I just want to let everybody know what's up, cuz. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my GKV niggas, you know what I mean? Shout out to all my Izzy niggas, you feel me? 3 up top to all you little bitches, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
On Gang on Great. Just want to put that out there, on Gang on Great.
Nah, that's man. I be wanting like, you know how you listen to somebody, you be like, they buzzing in the state, but why they not bigger? Like I really want to know why Flea is not like there. Like
That sounded like a hit, bro.
I make you answer that. I feel like Flea isn't there because you see people like the artists, or you might see people like Honey Baby and them. I don't know who helps Flea with his.
man, like
I don't know.
I don't
who-
want to say management, but like,
Yeah, I don't know
like
who
the
helps
team,
Flea.
the
Yeah.
and I don't want to tell people to do what
they
should
put
be doing.
they put themselves in positions. So it's like I may not have been a Drake fan,
Yeah,
but if I was a Drake fan, I'm pretty sure that's how a lot of people heard Kendrick Lamar.
that's a fact.
See what I'm saying? They went to a Drake show and Kendrick
fact.
was opening up for him, and then he put Kendrick on his album, Take Care. I ain't hear that song until they was beefing.
What?
I never even heard Barry Live interview ever. I don't. listen
never
to
heard Barry Live?
I don't listen to Drake.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? So I've never knew it was on the album, none of that shit. But I'm a small percentage of people who know him outside of him doing a major tour or a major show. The R&B singer, the artist, just did a whole tour with A Boogie. Or you see Honey Baby go on tour with all the other R&B singers.
She fuck being on tour. She signed to like the
Yeah, she did
one of
the
biggest
Soul
labels.
Train Awards, all that. But then
she
you
signed to
see
Atlantic
Flea.
Records.
You see Flea. Flea can sell out.
He sold out the shit in Elizabeth.
Yeah, he can sell out areas and perform. But at the end of the day, that's local. And Flea's able to do something that a lot of artists in the world can't do.
Facts.
Create a local fan base.
Facts.
Like most fan bases that do that is like New York, like them big ass states.
Once
and
I
cities.
seen him sell out the it's not the Wellmont. I went to this joint too. It's just as big as the Urban Plaza. Like it's just like that joint. So once I seen him sell out,
Yeah, he
I'd
sold
have
that
been
out
like, yo,
solo by himself.
I'd have been like, yo, we gotta
But
do that.
it just-
We gotta go further than this, bro. We
Yeah,
gotta take
it
this
just
on.
doesn't cross because it's like your demographic is your demographic. Like for example, B-Dog, you always talk about how diverse you are. Your demographic will be a bunch of diverse people.
Yes.
You have a better chance of sitting down with Tyler the Creator than we do. Because of your diversity. People will watch us. They don't know. They just like they heard that song. They don't know. They don't know we bump different music outside of that.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
You see what I'm saying? But they'll see you and be like, nah, bro, he had the rock and roll guy up there. He had this guy up there. It's like they put Flea in his market and they won't put him in other markets. And in his market, the niggas he with, they lit, but that's local too.
Yeah.
So like we going over to New York, but they're as big as New York. But I like now that he's going on tour though.
I actually like the project he had put out. I forgot the name. Please excuse me, bro. But I do like it
Elizabeth?
though. That's the name of it.
I mean, I said Elizabeth. Damn, my bad. Isabella.
It's called Isabella. No,
got
he dropped a new joint, like a recent joint where he's singing on it and shit. Like he went melodic. Like I fuck with it though. Shout out Roddy Too Cool. Remember he called us and was like,
Oh, Porsche truck music?
yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I like that joint.
Nah,
No, that's one song.
it's definitely cool if if you could build a local base.
Yeah.
Like, is he diverse in his music too?
Isabella.
It's called Isabella. All right.
Because Step Brothers before that. I mean, after that.
Is he diverse in his music, or is most of his music's within the realms of that Stepper song?
A little bit of both.
My take from him is
You might have heard a joint from him. He got a joint called damn, what's the name of it? It's 3:15, girl. What's it going?
I don't want to take it as disrespect. Yeah, that's the song.
Yeah, you might have heard that.
I don't want to take it as disrespect, depending on who you say this to. And I hope he don't take it as disrespect. Busta Rhymes.
Word.
is what I think Flea is, just with more of a street edge to it.
Word up.
Like Busta Rhymes is more on the side of I'm about to rapidy rap. He more of the signs of animation and street culture though.
Word.
So all the lyrics I'm rapping is real street, but like the first guy that rapped is the guy Flea. He's more animated when he talk. Like right around that Busta Rhymes. So that's how I look at him.
Word.
So
Okay.
I
Well,
feel like
fuck her face. What
yeah,
else?
he makes
Yeah,
the
that's
music. He makes the music that'll make you. But I just don't know where they pushing the music to.
You know what? I think that this is actually a really cool thing I learned recently because I got to talk to the manager of somebody who tours a lot around here. he's a very, very big local rapper, not in Jersey. He's from I believe he's from Connecticut. Oh, why am I forgetting his name?
Millie's?
Nah. He is a white rapper though, but his music is very like not. I don't forget forgetting his name. It'll pop up. But when I was talking to the manager, basically he was saying going on tour, right? And the people who were going on tour with the main guy, they just had to sell like 10 tickets, 20 tickets per show that they were touring around with. But that guy's fans, bro, were so passionate about the main guy that like the people who would open up for him, they would absorb his fans too. They start becoming mad passionate about him. So if you're not growing in your local area, the tour, especially if you believe in your music, is the next step because then all of a sudden you get all that notoriety outside of the state. Then you come back with all that back to the state and it's like, yo, dude, Jersey's not the only place I'm big, bro. I'm big here, I'm big here, I'm big here. And it brings more and more people to the thing. So I think that's
a
smart of him
fact.
to do his thing. Bro.
Yeah, my younger brother does music, and the first show my younger brother ever sold out by himself was in Denver.
That's sick.
Like they booked him, he was the headline.
Yeah,
They
Denver
booked
is
him.
crazy.
He sold out the arena. He went out there by himself. He ain't know nobody. He only had $500, but they paid for all that. He went out there and he was like, "Yo, they knew my shit, bro." Like
shit.
he said,
That's
"I'm
good.
standing there." Like he said, "I'm telling them what to do, and they doing it. Like put your hands up." And they like, "Yeah."
Put your hands up.
Yeah, like, he was like, he even told, he said, "Yo, I got off stage." I'm like,
The universal joint. Put your hands up. Wave
because my brother's thing is 5 a.m. baby. So you
Yeah.
put your fives up. And he had the whole crowd do it so they could take a picture, and everybody did it. And he was just like,
That's fine.
he said, "I can't get 10 niggas to do that shit." No, like
It's the Jersey.
I had a
It's the
room
Jersey
full of
attitude,
500
man.
people in Denver, Colorado, rapping my music.
That's
So
the Jersey attitude. Be honest.
I can't even say it's the Jersey attitude because, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you because I remember when my man's Dante, his sister lived down south. And this is an old song that I'm about to say. She used to live down south with whoever she lived with. She came up here to visit them. And when she came up there to visit them, she bought her music with her, like from down south. And she bought the Stinky Leg.
Oh shit.
You remember that song? She bought it. When she bought it and presented it to us,
Yeah.
it was the YouTube music video, like the one they
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
with
yeah.
no money.
Yeah.
Like big ass t-shirts doing the dance.
Yeah.
We like, man, get this bullshit out of here. She left.
Shit came back.
Summer
up
was
there.
over. She left. We was watching 106 in Park and they debuted the real music video.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, where we heard this song at before? My boy Dante was like, Shantae brought this shit up here. Down there, you would have thought that shit was platinum.
Yeah.
We never heard it. She brought it up to us. She like, they play this shit at all the parties down south. We like, man, what the fuck is this? And then when they got up here, we seen it. And like, you don't know that until you travel. Like once you travel, you realize that. Like I read Young Jeezy's book, and he was saying how Thug Trapper Die, the song, was huge in Atlanta. And by the time Def Jam told him that we're gonna work it in New York, he said, I don't want to perform that shit no more. Because in Atlanta, it was just the joint. Like Jeezy coming here to do this. He said Bun B wasn't even on the original. It was just him.
Damn.
And then he was like, he got Bun B, and they had to repackage it. That was the only way they could get Jeezy to do it. Because he was like, yo, this song old now. And they like, well, the niggas don't know you in New York. They don't know you in California. They don't know. But he like down south, everybody knows it. So that's the only thing. And I tell Ray that sometimes with his songs. Like, Ray got songs I think can go. And Ray will say it like, tired of performing that shit, son. I'd be like, but that's gonna be the song that you stuck performing for the rest of your life. Because your biggest record, you can never say I'm not doing it. You gotta get on stage and do it. You put it in the middle of the show. It ain't gotta close the show no more. But no matter how old he is, when we go see 50 Cent, he gotta do In the Club.
Yeah, dog. I
And
mean, like,
Wankster.
regardless of what
I
people
don't
say,
think they
you
yelling
know,
for that. But
Niggas ain't going for Wankster.
no, we gonna go crazy, but I think they yelling for Winston.
Ah, yeah, you right.
even as an artist, bro, like that's your intellectual property. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? And it's only as valued as much as like, you know, you put it out there and
Yeah,
shout it
facts.
out. Even with the recent song that me and my boy like released recently, I was on the phone with him yesterday. I'm driving in the car and he's like, yo, dog. He's like, this song might not pop off now. He actually, funny enough, he did a song for a pro wrestler. Right?
Word?
Yeah, he did a song for a pro wrestler, right? And it's nuts because before it got popping, it was nothing. 2 years, right?
Yeah.
For 2 years, there was nothing, right? This guy advanced in his career, dude. He told me the other day, you know, Wembley Stadium in Europe. I think it's in England or whatever. But it's like basically like
Yeah,
their
I get
version
it.
of like I don't know like
Madison
let's say,
Square
like-
Garden?
yeah, Madison Square Garden or really like MetLife. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Wembley.
It's more like it's more like MetLife.
It's
right?
more like a football stadium.
Dog,
Oh, shit, word.
He saw a video on TikTok of his song being played to this wrestler coming out.
I know it's AEW because they're the ones who do Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
Who the wrestler?
I don't know.
I don't know who the wrestler is either. I mean, I could look it up. I mean, you could look up the song on the Spotify. It's AK-40 Devin. You could look it up.
I'm gonna check it out.
He said he saw a video on TikTok of everybody singing that song, and like you know he raps on it. So he was like, "Yo, this is insane." And, you know,
That's
after
fire.
2 years after, he started making money from it. You know what I mean? So
Word.
he's like, "Yo," he's like, "It's that intellectual property." So that's his mindset on all of that now. You know what I mean? You release a song. You know,
Yeah.
other people might not know it. Maybe people know it around you, but you.
He do
travel.
MJF theme song?
Is that who he is?
Yeah.
That nigga big.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
Word?
That's MJF, boy.
Oh,
You
shit.
heard Roddy talk about him before.
I did.
Yeah, MJF.
Word up,
Oh, well, looks like we got to get him up.
Talking about this.
dude. AK. Dude,
Talking about this song.
Yeah.
This him rapping?
No, this is not him. This is like he raps on it like after.
Yeah, that's MJF.
Word? That's hard, bro. Shout out to AK-40 Devin.
He's lit.
That's
Now I
dope.
need him on. Now I need him on the podcast because my boy Roddy, who usually be our special co-host, AEW fanatic, and his favorite wrestler is Swerve Strickland.
Got the hat and everything.
Yeah, and I was like, now that you know somebody who worked with them, I'm gonna be like, yeah, we know MJF. Let him know, bro. I'm like, what? Yeah, might as well take a free.
bro,
You know,
bro.
AEW.
He almost had a chance to meet his favorite wrestler, but that's
Yeah.
another story.
But yeah, it's all about intellectual property, yo. Like you always got to be promoting your songs, your music, especially if you're an up and coming artist.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like you know these bigger artists, you know, they probably get a little jaded, but naturally,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
naturally, it's like how many times.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now, bro. I got a song that be getting. I don't get paid crazy, but it be getting mad streams, and I just be like, bro, where this shit coming from?
It's-
Mind you,
dude.
this shit like this not even nothing. I don't even promote that shit. It just I
Dog,
guess we
dude,
use
put,
the sounds
put
and
in put in 150 on Spotify streams to wherever it's being streamed the most. You might see it blow up. You know what I mean? Like, dude, my one boy got paid. I think he got paid out $3,000 because he saw that his music was streaming well in Peru, and all of a sudden he paid a little bit, like 150, let's say, because he saw all the streams coming off.
Yeah.
Ended up getting 1 million streams, whatever the hell, like out of Peru.
How do you find all that stuff? Cause I got a song that streams.
Spotify is the only place that gives you all the analytics and stuff. So you got to go to your
Most
Spotify artists.
I just got 100, not subscribed. I got 100 monthly listeners on Spotify, but that's not where all my streams come from. All my streams come from Apple Music.
Wait, hold on. So you never paid attention to the Brent Fires promo commercials that they was forcing us to watch on Instagram for like a
I be
year?
scrolling, bro. I ain't-
Nah, he know what I'm talking about. For a
just be
fucking
scrolling, bro. I
year.
ain't gonna lie.
Do you know what I'm talking about, right? When they was like, Brent Fires grew his career by getting, like, and tell you what website he
I know
used.
he- yeah, I know he went to whatchamacallit, but
you,
I'm trying-
You need to do that.
I'm trying to figure out like where would I put the one? Like I know where.
No,
like,
that's what he did. Do exactly what Brent Fires did. Figure out the exact city, state, location. Like, oh, they be streaming my shit like 3,000 times.
Yeah.
And book a show there. And then go perform. That's what he did. He said he seen that he was the shit. I think it was Missouri.
Probably.
And he said
Damn.
he booked the tour for the top 5 popular areas. He did a 5-show tour.
That's hard.
He said he just went to everywhere that was 1,000 or more monthly listeners.
That's all these labels are doing, dog. Part of the big budget, if they're just pushing your song, they see, oh, Croatia is streaming this. All right, and dude, the money to like, dude, your 150 will be like acting like $1,000 in Croatia because the ad sense is
Yeah.
different over there. You know, But like, dude, even here in the States, dog, you just got to think about our intellectual property. The song I have released with AK right now, I think it only has like 40 streams right now. You know what I mean, but we're not worried about that, bro. If we could get that up to 10K by like the end of the year or next year, bro, we'll be in a good spot. It's my property, bro.
I made $7.76 off YouTube.
Fire, yo, that's fire.
Big money. I'm looking at it right now. Big money.
I've made still 0, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
What else was he talking about?
All right. So